When I came into relationship with Jesus, this is one of the things that I prayed about the most. I had believed what so many women are being told, and that is that Mary Magdalene was a priestess of Isis, and basically she was part of this sacred sexual tantric cult, and that she was the archetype for this lost feminine power. And the thing is that it sounded so beautiful and it actually felt so liberating, but it left me and so many women that I worked with fragmented, confused, and just separate from God. I launched a mystery school based on this belief. I basically made this the foundation of my business. But the more that I prayed, the more that God led me directly to the Bible. And I learned just the intimate teachings of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. This is exactly why the church calls Mary the apostle to the apostles, because she was the one that was trusted with the most important message, and that was the resurrection of life. And even as I read the Gnostic Gospels and the Gospel of Mary, which was written about a century after she died, it honors her as the most trusted disciple. When her authority was questioned by Peter and Andrew, Jesus affirmed her wisdom. The thing is that this authority didn't come from Isis, and it didn't come from sex magic or goddess worship. It came directly from Jesus Christ. So this whole narrative came centuries later, through the 20th century, with occult feminism and New Age spirituality. And this began to blend Christianity and goddess worship to sell women a counterfeit version of power. And this is why this matters so much, and why I believe so deeply in reclaiming the truth of Mary's story, is because the more that we believe that Mary was a priestess or a goddess, we will continue to look for power outside of Jesus Christ. We'll look for these priestess initiations and these tantric practices and these goddess codes, and we'll think that we're accessing liberation, but we're just becoming more and more fragmented as women. The thing is that Mary was a disciple. Mary was so deeply devoted to Jesus's message and his mission. She was one of the women that funded his ministry. But Mary was delivered. Mary was a disciple. Mary was devoted, and Mary was in union with Jesus. This is the sacred feminine that they don't actually want you to know. The more that we come into relationship with Jesus Christ as women, the more that we create union with him, the more liberated, the more free that we get.